I'm Coral. I am 68 years old.
My name is Kara. I'm 43 years old.
I'm Amy. I am 46.
My name is Jamie. I'm 41.
Hi, I'm Erin. I'm 45 years old.
Hi, my name is Katie. I am 52 years old.
I'm Angela. I'm 45. I'm Nicole. I am 45.
Welcome back to Interwoven's third season, featuring conversations centered on care and on celebrating and supporting women in middle life. We are thrilled this season to exchange support with In Context Inc., Not Your Mother's digital marketing agency. From customized websites to SEO, they work with you at your pace, within your budget, and ensure that you feel seen and heard at all times. Visit incontextseo.com/interwoven to learn more. Today is our final episode of this season, and we have something special to carry you through until our spring and summer season. This episode was recorded during Interwoven's live 5 Senses Friday event at the Sugar-Maple-Bar, a craft beer and spirits bar located in the heart of Bayview, Wisconsin. Attendees were treated to appetizers by Charcuter-me, massages by Leah from Seva, custom baked goods by Bethany from Bethmayhem, ticket giveaways from Milwaukee Art Museum and Renaissance Theater Works, take-home potpourri by Marcia and Rebecca from Interwoven, all set to the musical playlists of Gina Barrington and Colleen Webb, our podcast's featured musicians from season 1 and 2. Guests were asked to share a happy childhood memory sparked by one of their 5 senses, and we compiled those for you here. A huge thank you to this month's featured musicians, Janet Ransdell and Susie Muehlbauer, for their contributions. Remember to hit subscribe so you can be the first to know about new episodes, and visit our website so that you can sign up for our newsletter, register for community events, and access all of our resources. Find us at interwoven.com. That's interwovxn.com.
Teresa, 45. The first thing that comes to my mind would be fresh cut grass and my dad. The second thing that comes to mind is at Christmas time, my brother and I would lie underneath the Christmas tree. So the smell of the pine and the twinkling of the Christmas lights above our heads.
My name is Leah. I'm 47. A scent that reminds me of my childhood would be taste, specifically spaghetti. My mother was not a great cook, and I'm pretty sure that the spaghetti wasn't that special, but we had nothing but love in our house, and that was one of my favorite meals.
Dee Dee, age 60, and my sense is the sense of smell, and it's lilac. My grandmother was from Hungary, and it was her favorite smell, my mother's favorite smell, my sister and my favorite smell, and it was the last thing that my sister gave me was lilac lotion before she passed away, and I'm using it sparingly.
Marcia, age 67. Smell comes to mind. Baking cookies with my grandma Sue up in Tigerton as I was growing up.
Kara, 47, C. What I was thinking about was this big oak tree in our backyard growing up. And from my bedroom, I could see it. And it was just like this big, giant tree in our backyard. I played underneath it. I would sit in my bedroom and like be up in the tree.
My name is Heather, and I'm 46. A memory from my childhood would be my paternal grandfather passed away before I was born, and my grandmother was dating a man we called Grandpa Frank. So he was the only grandpa I knew on that side. He always had spearmint gum, and every time he came over and came to our house, he gave us a pack of spearmint gum. So every time I choose spearmint gum, I think of Grandpa Frank.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm 39 years old. My happy child memory is associated with taste. As I was a little kid, my dad was a director at a summer camp, and my brother and I would always sneak in to steal Reese's Pieces from the candy store. So I always think of good thoughts whenever I have a Reese's Pieces.
I'm Kate. I'm 35 years old. The sense that came to me immediately was touch. There's one night in particular when my grandparents were babysitting us when we were kids, and I think it was a Saturday night. My parents were out. We had root beer floats, and we watched Swiss Family Robinson, was like the movie that was on TV on Saturday night with the commercial breaks and everything. And I was laying on the couch, and my grandmother was like stroking my leg just slowly and repeatedly during the whole movie. And she had rough hands. I remember the sensation in my skin, like just feeling kind of increasingly like a little tingly and a little numb and a little bit raw, just from being stroked with that kind of like care and gentleness during the whole movie. And I just remember laying there and feeling like, oh, like if I'm feeling my skin, I'll like get this tingly feeling, but I don't want to move because I never want her to stop. Like just feeling so loved and connected to my grandma. So that's like a happy place that I transport back to.
Rebecca, and I am 45 years old. So when I think of a sense that reminds me of my childhood, there are two things that came to mind. One was touch. I think of my grandmother's hands a lot, how it felt to hold her hand or what her hand looked like. Or I remember this funny story. It was super awkward. I was probably like a preteen or something like that. And she would come up and try and like massage your face, and it felt really awkward. I remember how soft her hands were. So that is one that came up for me. And then I think the other one was here, because the sound, my grandparents had an old schoolhouse in Gillett, Wisconsin, and it had one of those old screen doors that when you opened it would just slam shut, and that sound of the wood slamming shut on an old screen door makes me think of my childhood too.
As always, thank you so much for connecting with us this winter. Stay tuned for a brand new season of conversations coming this spring. Be sure to hit subscribe and visit our website at interwoven.com. That's interwovxn.com to sign up for our newsletter, event invitations, and podcast release news. The show's copyright is January of 2023. We want to thank In Context, Inc., digital marketing agency, and the Sugar-Maple-Bar for their support this season, as well as our producers, Teresa Kopak, Rebecca Jankowski, and Jen Gilmore. All original music was created and performed by Janet Ransdell and Susie Muehlbauer.